Today I'm going to show you how to set up XENA Botnet in just a few minutes. These changes that I made about the automation scripts are fairly new and they're only on the stage branch. If you're seeing this video fairly into the future, probably they're on the production branch. So let's get started. Open your terminal and navigate to the folder in which you wish to clone the repository. In my case it's desktop. Then I'm going to type git clone, and because as I mentioned I need to clone stage branch, and paste the link of the repository, which can be found in the description below. Hit enter. Navigate to that folder and run sh setup.sh. Passwords for private keys are not supported, so just hit enter twice. Now, we need this public key in order for bots to verify our messages. So open a new tab in your terminal, go to bots and app. Open it in your favorite code editor. Go to the env example and rename it to env.go. And here, paste your public key. In this case, I'm going to change the default port of the backend server because I want to show you the network traffic, and I'm going to monitor it using the burp suite software. So here I'm going to type 8081. You don't need to do this part here about changing the port. Okay, now let's go back to our setup process. So for the Postgres database password, type something strong, but please do not use special characters because they might break the automation script. So type something as I'm typing it now, something strong but without special characters, and do the same for the app key of the Attila service. This can take 5 to 10 minutes depending on your computer, but because I have already built the Docker images, it was barely fast, just a few seconds. Now at the end, when you're prompted to enter Y or N, click Y to run the migration scripts for the Postgres database. Okay, that's it. We're basically ready. Now, this is our user interface and it can be accessed at localhost 3000. Open your editor. Actually, we can close this one because we need to open it inside of the root of the folder. So type codium. And now, these are your keys. Don't share it with anyone. Go here, select everything, copy your private key, and paste it here in the field private key. XENA doesn't use passwords because they are less secure. Type your username, it can be anything that you want, and hit login. Now, you need to go to the settings. And be careful to configure properly the address of the XENA Attila backend service. This will be your command and control center. Now, this is the token which is used for authentication. This one is saved from my previous session, but it will be invalid because it's tied to a previous private key. In order to generate a new token, go to Identity and click Generate a token. Then copy this string and paste it in here. And it works. Now, we can actually build our bot and issue some commands. So in the app folder, run sh build.sh. Alright, now we can start it. It's inside of the build folder, and here you have a Linux and Windows version. Now bear in mind, app is made in Go, which means that it runs on Mac, Windows, Linux and FreeBSD, along with some other architectures. We want to run our Linux binary. Alright, now here we can monitor the traffic. Alright, so the communication with the command and control center is fairly obfuscated. As you can see, the host name is totally different and it looks benign, and the user string is picked from the list of more than 100 user agent strings. Now, these fields won't be changed with each request. As you can see, we have consistency because changing it very often will trigger some IDS systems. And when it comes to the actual payloads, as you can see, they're really obfuscated, and the obfuscation mechanism will improve in the future. This JSON structure also changes through time. Okay, now we can refresh this page, which is Control Terminal, and as we can see, here is our bot. We can select it, and now we can write our command. So first, who am I? And hit enter. We need to reselect bot in order to see the messages in this version. And as we can see, shell output told us we are Windows X, which can be confirmed by looking at the terminal. Now, if you wish to see some other details about OS, type OS, enter. And now, as we can see, we have 8 cores, 64-bit architecture and Linux operating system. Excuse me for these trailing blocks. This is a UI bug and it will be fixed in the future. The thing is, XENA is still in alpha and there are a lot of iterations, so things get to be a bit unstable, but that's fine because we are adding enormous amount of features. Bear in mind, XENA is really young project. It's less than a year old at the time of this video recording. So alongside that, we have some other features. For example, here we can see our bot. This is our dashboard. It's work in progress and this part here is mocked, but it can tell you some interesting statistics about your bot. So for example, we can actually run another bot here, and if we refresh the page, we can see now that the graph changed. So and we have the other bot here. That will be all for now. I hope that you enjoyed, and bear in mind this is project in its early stages.